Hi Leo, this is your May 2nd through May 8th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. So I have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week. We have the Nine of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords clarified by the Ace of Wands. In the potential outcome, we have the Two of Cups with the King of Wands and the Emperor. And we also have the Star on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a fellow fire sign, Aries, another Leo, or Sagittarius. Let's talk about the obvious. We have both the King and the Queen of Wands in the same spread. One of them would be you. For the reading's sake, I'll assume you're the Queen of Wands, but you can assign the roles as you wish. You can be the King or the Queen of Wands. It doesn't matter. The King of Wands right next to the Emperor in the bottom of the deck, that's the person you're dealing with. By the way, the Emperor and the King of Wands, I personally believe it's that same person. If they are an Aries, it makes total sense because the Emperor is the personal Aries card and the King of Wands is a fire sign, and so is Aries, right? But if they're not an Aries, then the Emperor is pretty much the next step up from the King, right? And that is the next step up to the Emperor level. And the Emperor is somebody who's the future husband or the future significant other figure. Or perhaps this person will be stepping up. This person, by the way, could be your boss at work, or you could be their boss at work. Or it could be, if you take a class, say you take a rock climbing class, or a hiking class, or ballet dancing class, it could be your instructor. Or the Emperor is somebody who is already large and in charge, right? They could be a business owner, they could be somebody who's reached a lot, somebody who is well established, right? So this person is definitely ready for a commitment. The first card that came out is the Nine of Pentacles and is clarified by the Queen of Wands. So that is you. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of somebody who is self-sufficient, independent, somebody who is in the spotlight, somebody who is being admired by another person or a whole bunch of people. And I think you're definitely being admired by this King of Wands, right? We also have the Three of Pentacles right next to the Nine of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles could be a work, business, and finances place. Right? Like I said, this person could be working with you, or perhaps this is somebody who works for another company and your company interacts with them all the time. They could be a vendor, you could be their vendor, or a sister company. Or the Three of Pentacles could be a group setting, right? Like I said, a rock climbing class, ballet dancing class, pottery class, whatever. And this person right now is watching you. Right? The Page of Swords, the next card that came out, this is them watching you. So if you work with them, or if you do business with them, or if you take the same class with them, that's them watching you over, I don't know, the last couple of weeks or a couple of months. And this week, it's not going to be just watching them anymore. They're going to make their move. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is an offer to get the show on the road. I would have gotten a little more suspicious about the Ace of Wands, because the Ace of Wands could be a passionate new beginning, but since you're dealing with the King of Wands, it makes total sense. You see how the King of Wands is holding up a 1? That's exactly the one we see in the Ace of Wands. So this is a new beginning offer coming from this King of Wands. So they really, really want to get the show on the road with you. The Star on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right is the personal Aquarius card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. Or the Star is a wish come true. This is what people usually wish for or hope for a very long time. So that kind of confirms my theory that this person is already in your life, and perhaps they've been watching and observing you, wishing for the two of you to come together. And this week, they're definitely going to make that wish come true. The first card in the potential outcome is the Two of Cups. That's a great card to have. It's a soulmate card. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of two people feeling the same way towards one another. And this is a card of two people on the same page. So if this is somebody in your life already, I'm sure you've noticed this person. And I have a suspicion that you may have some feelings for them as well. Because like I said, the Two of Cups is when both parties, both people have the same way about one another. So I like it. I like it a lot. I like the fact that they're looking at you, they're thinking of you as the Nine of Pentacles, somebody who is admired, right? So, and they're definitely putting you up on a pedestal, because the Nine of Pentacles is often called the Empress of the Minor Arcana cards. And I really like that we have the Star, the Two of Cups, and the fact that the King of Wands is also the Emperor. So they are ready to take this next step. They're not playing around, they're not fooling around, they're serious. Right? They're very, very serious. They're ready to commit, they're ready to take that next step. And they're going to be very straightforward with you about it. I don't see them beating around the bush or fooling around or playing around, no. That's not it. That's not what this person is about. This person wants to have this new beginning with you, and they hope for a very loving connection with you, right? Really happy for you, Leo. Congratulations. Leo, if you'd like to see the extended for this new love spread, the link is in the description box down below. In the extended, I'll do 2 or 3 more spreads. Depending on how the situation unfolds, we'll take a look at what to expect between you and this person moving forward, and we'll get you an advice for this whole situation. Leo, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Fool, and the Three of Cups. We have the Star, and we also have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. I think you guys are going to a party. A party, event, gathering of some sorts, a concert, you know, where a lot of people go. Birthday party, anything. The Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. This is that invitation to that party, event, gathering, or what have you. Your initial reaction is going to be, I don't think I want to go. The Four of Pentacles, the first card that came out, I think this is your first reaction. You're like, I don't know, I'm not really into huge crowds, or I don't want to go, or for whatever reason you'll be holding back at first. But then something will change your mind. Because the next card that came out is the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Fool and the Three of Cups. So I think you're going. I don't know what's going to change your mind, but perhaps your schedule will open up, or perhaps you take a break. And towards the weekend, if that's when this is happening, you'll feel relaxed, you'll feel energized, you'll feel like, all right, so yeah, I feel better. Perhaps we should go, we should attend, and that's exactly what you're doing. The Eight of Wands is a card of travel, or this is a card of communication. So you'll be letting them know you will be coming. The Fool, this is you going, right? This is you going to that event or party. And speaking of that event, the Three of Cups right there, clarifying the Fool with the Eight of Wands, is that event, party, or celebration, because the Three of Cups is a card of a celebration. The Star right next to the deck, it could be a card of healing. So like I said, perhaps you'll feel under the weather when the invitation comes, but you'll quickly recover and you'll be like, all right, so I feel better and we can go. The Star could be an Aquarius. An Aquarius could be inviting you, right? Or the Star is a wish come true. So perhaps you'll realize that, yeah, actually you always wanted to go see that concert or that band. You always wanted to attend that type of party. So perhaps you will kind of gradually change your mind. But you're definitely going. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Leo, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also keep in mind, Mercury retrograde is upon us. It starts on the 10th. But the pre-shadow period starts a few days earlier. Right, so what that usually means is more exes than usual could potentially resurface. And here's one of them. We have the Eight of Cups clarified by the Six of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords clarified by the Magician. We have the Nine of Wands clarified by the Queen of Wands, and we also have the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I clarified every single card, hoping to see a court card. The only court card we have on the table is the Queen of Wands, and I think that's you, Leo. And that kind of makes sense that the Queen of Wands is clarifying that Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of a wounded warrior. This is a card of somebody who doesn't trust the person they're dealing with, and it's a card of somebody who puts up a wall between themselves and the person they're dealing with, and you've got a very good reason for that, because whatever the person's coming back from the past zodiac sign is, they are a cheater, a trickster, a liar, and all that bad stuff, right? The Seven of Swords clarified by the Magician in the middle. That is the person. That is their identifier. The Seven of Swords is a card of a cheater, deception. It's a card of somebody who sneaks around, somebody who is up to no good. The Magician clarifying that Seven of Swords is not a bad card unless it is either clarified by or is surrounded by particular cards, and the Seven of Swords is definitely one of those cards. The Magician in this case becomes a trickster, a liar, an illusionist, somebody who's up to no good. And the Eight of Cups clarified by the Six of Cups. The first two cards on the left are cards of somebody coming back from the past. But with the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, I believe this is a hint from the universe to shut it down. Don't even bother with them, block them. If you already blocked them and they find a way to reach out to you through other means of communication, block them again. They're definitely up to no good. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Leo, this week. We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have Temperance, we have the Two of Swords clarified by the Five of Cups, and we also have the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Knight of Pentacles is the offer coming your way, but you're going to say no, you're going to turn it down. And you're going to turn it down because it will be based on your personal experience with this particular individual or with this particular company or your experience overall. Perhaps this will remind you of something you've dealt with in the past and you're like, no. It's the same crap, so I'm not dealing with it. Right? It could be somebody trying to make things right with you, trying to compensate you. Right? But the answer is still going to be no. So anyway, the Knight of Pentacles is the offer. It is a serious offer, I gotta say, right? The Knight of Pentacles usually represents a decent chunk of change. They thought this offer through. Temperance, the next card over. It could be a card of healing, so perhaps this is someone you've already dealt with in the past and they screwed you over, but now they're trying to make things right with you, or they may say something like, you know what, it fell through last time, but this time is the real deal. And with the Temperance card, this is them trying to heal this, right? But Temperance could also be patience, right? So it could be you patiently researching this offer or patiently waiting for something, right, with the Temperance card. But no matter what's going on, your answer is still going to be no. The Two of Swords, the next card over, in this case, I think this is you remaining closed off. The Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck, this is you saying no to this offer. And that Five of Cups clarifying the Two of Swords, that card always has to do with the past, right? So like I said, you're perhaps thinking about this, what this person or what this company did to you in the past, or you just know that it's the same crap, but a different company or a different person. You can sense it, that they're gonna screw you over in some way, and therefore you're rejecting it. Alright? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Leo, this week. We have the Four of Swords clarified by the Two of Swords. We have the Lovers clarified by Strength. We have the Three of Wands clarified by the Two of Wands, and we also have the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Gemini or another Leo. What you're not expecting is a difficult choice to make. I clarified every single card, but we got what we got. And I pretty much got the confirmation that you will just simply have a tough choice to make. I don't really see it as being really critical. Whenever I see a spread like this, that means you will have time to think about it. You're not going to be rushed into it. It's not going to be like an immediate decision, a decision you'll have to make on the fly. No, you'll have time to think about it. And it's going to be a tough choice. That's all I'm going to tell you. Well, let's look at the cards. Right, the Four of Swords, the first card that came out is clarified by the Two of Swords. The Four of Swords, this is you taking a little break to digest the information, to wrap your head around it, to figure it out, to make a decision. The Two of Swords, in this spread, the Two of Swords is a card of a crossroads, right? The choice. Then we have the Lovers. The Lovers is the personal Gemini card. You could be dealing with a Gemini, or the Lovers is a card of a choice, and it's clarified by Strength. Strength is your personal card. So I think you're the one who is going to be facing the choice, or you may have to make a decision about a Gemini. Right, then we have the 301s clarified by the 201s. So that's the good sign right there. The 201s clarifying it, the 301s is a card of somebody who is trying to make a choice, deciding between options. But the 301s is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision. So I think you will be able to figure it out. The 8 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, this is a card of somebody who is thinking and overthinking. And that would be you in this case, right? So yeah, you'll have a tough choice. Perhaps you can ask other people for their opinion, or do your research, or do something. But again, you will have plenty of time to think about it. Alright, so yeah, that's what I got for you, Leo, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Leo, have an amazing week. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.